Vending machines are on way from Thailand. They are coming in a container. April 3rd week, 3rd week, 3rd week, 3rd week. Is it okay? Is it okay? Is it okay?
Hello, Palak. I'm Hemant from TFS. So you might have seen all these vending machines in hostels and D03 block. So do you know who is behind them? And if you guessed it's Kartikeya, our previous General Secretary, you are correct. Now today we have the opportunity to talk to him, and I would like to ask a few questions.
Hi.
So my first question is like, what motivated you or what gave you the idea that we need vending machines in our institute?
Yeah, during my in-variety meet visits during my first and second year, and maybe visit to any other college, even a local engineering college of any state, the first thing that would attract me in a college was there was a vending machine at every place where there is high traffic among students. So if we as an IIT could not have it, that is a major primary motivation which drove me to do that. And post well, if we need something on campus, there is no canteen. So if you have to order something on Swiggy, including all delivery charges, you might have to pay around 400 for one person's meal. So instead of that, if you can provide some basic snacks, okay, even in my MPs I would have mentioned that if we can get some basic snack after 12, then that would be really fine. It's affordable. So the vending machine is the only way out. Even for the night canteen, we could not get any new tender. So the even canteen committee suggested that you can go for a vending machine setup so that night canteen can also be avoided.
Like, don't you think this vending machine promotes unhealthy food eating culture in students?
So it depends on perspective. Let us say a person might see, a biscuit packet as unhealthy, but after 12, okay, if you are really starving, if you had skip your dinner, okay, then maybe that would be your food for survival for that night, right? So also you can see it in a different perspective. Once this vending machine starts to function full-fledgedly, they'll surely roll out a form. Then you can give your inputs on what kind of items do you want to have in it. So you can add your fruit bar, fruit nut bar, or some organic things that are coming into market these days, so that even they can also be considered as a healthy consumption for them.
So, and what went through your mind when people said, like, do we really need these vending machines in our institute?
There were hardly few people who said that, do we really need this? Okay, everyone, I hope out of 1,365 students, everyone would know what is the purpose and what is the intent behind it. That is not a big question, but what majorly, I was worried about is the whole lag that was there. I mean, it was more than 12 months for me to get this done. It is not that easy. I mean, first getting an approval in Dean's committee by Dean, approving, director should agree to it, and all other deans should agree to it, and then getting a vendor who can do, everything according to us. Okay, I mean, we are far away from every city, Coimbatore is too far. So Palakkad is a very small town. So getting a vendor, then getting the work order done, getting the GST number, getting a registration, getting a storage unit. The whole process went for more than 12 months and roughly 13 months. So now we could do that. That is the main issue. Why was not a big issue for me?
So the next question is what is the process behind this vending machine? Who fills it, and what is the are they following? How can we make sure that they're following all the correct way of storing things?
Okay, Hemant, you won't believe it, even audience won't believe it. The amount of investment that we as SAC or we as institute that we have done on these vending machines is 0 rupees. Okay, so we got a vendor who will deploy his machines. Okay, the risk is this. We are not mandated to make sure that the sales are high, the profits are high, or all the machines are working properly, refilling, but nothing is on to us. Okay, so he'll set up an employee from his side who will be residing outside the campus, and also adhering to the Green Campus initiative, he'll only be using electric scooter, with which he'll mobilize to all these, displays to all these machines where he has to refill. He'll be having the software where he'll be getting an update notified every single day, so that he can do the refilling 24/7. Okay, and apart from this, he'll be staying outside the campus. The employee won't be staying inside the campus. So the refilling part, the market, the sales part, the profit part, everything is onto them. And we are just providing him the Wi-Fi and electricity, and even for electricity, he's paying the bill. So there's nothing onto us. It is completely the vending machine vendors.
So I wanted to ask you a personal question. So I was also there during your all the meetings which we had. So there was a huge amount of pressure from our student community about the delay.
Okay.
So what went through your mind, or what did you feel? How did you overcome it?
Yeah, I get your intent. You are particularly talking about the MTC, that I'm NTC and G-Guns, right? So yeah, whenever I was there on that end, and when you have 300 students in front of you who are bombarding with you, bombarding about that same question, you are the only person who is aware that the work is being done. Okay, you wake up every single day. I used to wake up every single day. I know where the process is stuck, what I have to do. I have to go to account section. I have to ask the registrar to, give a GST, give a tax for the Malhar billing so that we can set up a storage unit room. There are n number of minute things that all of these students could not, be informed about. Okay, and even I would not have time to inform every small thing. So I was just patiently waiting for the final day so that I can announce. So once the BOS approval has been approved by Deepak sir, I have announced it on mail. And patience was only the key. I was waiting, and I've graduated. My convocation was done in July, came back in August. So because, the whole process took 13 months of time. But one thing that I can say is, never the process was stuck in a deadlock. Okay, it was always on track. But the whole process is lengthy. You have to follow every protocol, every permission from Government of Kerala, from the GST office, from our institute administration. That is the reason this was too long. And I was patient enough when all of these students were bombarding me with that question.
Yeah, it's nice talking to you. We also got to know what was the process behind this vending machine. This might feel like a small thing or just a random thing for everybody, but we can clearly see how hard they work for it. So thank you for taking this interview.
Yeah, and also have to thank Dr. Deepak sir, who is the Dean of Students, and Mr. Samuel sir. Both of them played a major role in making this happen. Without them, even though you have an implementation level capacity, this might not have worked out as it worked out today. Thank you for that.